So we have our final Chicago team called Campsight coming up.
The following team combined their love for camping and building applications by creating Campsight, a web application that helps users reserve a campsite based on their preferences. It also allows admins to see useful information to help them effectively maintain the campground. Here is Shane to tell you more about Campsight.
Hello, my name is Shane. My teammates are Milica, Ike, and Alex. Camping has increased a lot over the last few years. People are spending more time outdoors for the added health benefits. A major problem occurs before you even get to the campground, though. Camping websites are often very clunky and designed like they're from the 90s. With camping on the rise, now is the time to reinvent the camping website experience. That is the reason why we created Campsight. Campsight streamlines it for both campgoer and camp management. Now, Milica's going to walk you through the experience as a campgoer.
Thank you. So for the past 3 months, I've been glued to my computer screen. Even my dreams are written in JavaScript. So I have decided to go camping after graduating from full stack. I'm really busy and I can't afford spending 20 minutes on the phone trying to book a campsite and making sure it has everything I need for a perfect experience. That is why I use a Campsight app. To make sure I can actually only see the campsites that are available next weekend, I filter them by my preferred dates. I also really care about having running water on the campsite, so I'm going to choose water from the list of the amenities. And let's also choose a type of my campsite. Now I can only see the list of the campsites that fit my needs perfectly. I'll choose one. Now I can see more details and images of that particular campsite. I can also make a reservation. But wait, I forgot to make sure that my campsite's close to the lake because I also want to go fishing. So I'll go back to the map view to find one with the perfect location. I see one. So clicking on the marker pulls up that detailed page again. And because I'm happy with my choice this time, I'm going to make a reservation. After my reservation is processed, I will receive an email with my trip details. Great. Now let's imagine it's weekend already and I get on my site. Everything's looking great, but there's this weird guy always snooping around my campsite. I want to report this to the management in case he's dangerous. That is easy with Campsight. I will fill in the help ticket. I'll take a picture of the problem. I'm submitting my ticket, and Ike is going to walk us through the admin functionality of this application.
Lots of campgrounds are mom and pop shops. Well, I am the pop of this campground. Taking reservations over the phone, handling maintenance issues, and tracking everything is overwhelming. I've got random sticky notes all over my desk like a crazy person. I need help, and I need it now. With Campsight, I see pre-computed insights based on campus data, which allows me to better manage my business. Maybe I run a promotion during the month of April since it has the least number of reservations. Now let's check out latest reservations so we can get ready for incoming campus like Milica. With so much ground to cover, I depend on my campus for feedback. I also categorize issues like as tickets for easy management, as it is critical to the efficient running of my business. Let's check out the ticket Milica just made. Oh, that is Shane. We get that all the time, so I close the ticket. Let's also check out the other unassigned ticket. Wow, it's a raccoon problem. That is serious. So I assign a high priority, set the status in progress so that Shane can take care of it. At least he knows exactly where they were cited. Now Alex is going to walk us through how we built this.
The technologies used to develop Campsight include React and Redux for the front end, with Stripe for the checkout functionality. For the back end, we use Express and PostgreSQL with the Postgis extension for storing geolocation data. For the map functionality, we used Google Map API, and for the charts, we used Victory.js. One of our most difficult challenges was getting the list and map views of the campsites to populate based on selected filters while remaining in sync. To do this, we wrote an efficient algorithm that returns the list of campsites that matches the filters and set the list of map views as children of the main page. The main page stores the campsites and the filters and passes them into the map of list views, which generate a block or a marker for each campsite that opens up a mobile component for that corresponding campsite. Thus, we have an algorithm. Thus, the campsite views are synchronized and allows for a fast and intuitive user interface. We had a lot of fun working on this project. You can visit the app live at campsite.rokuapp.com. Thank you for your time and attention.
for Campsight, like the post, like their pinned comment. And so what did you guys think? That, that was a very, it's a very interesting way to, it's an interesting problem to solve, because not everybody's really into camping. I myself really like, I really like camping, and I have experienced that other than the very popular campsites, most of them are pretty like low key. And so this is a pretty nice interface. I think that this can actually be like a real profitable SaaS company, because it's like a pretty big, I mean, it's like a niche market, but there's so many campsites out there, and they're all like really low tech, I guess, by design, in some sense.
It's true, definitely. Anytime I've gone camping, it's always just by luck that I happen to look up in the area and magically find a campsite, but there's no great way of aggregating that data or really filtering through it in a meaningful way. So I think that this could totally fill that niche.